Hi everyone, Rebecca here for Peartree Cutfiles, and today I have a layout featuring an alcohol ink background and using the Circles background cut file from November 2020. So on screen you'll see that I have poured some isopropanol alcohol onto a piece of Yupo paper, which is more like plastic really, and that then suspends the alcohol ink in the alcohol and allows you to move it across the page. Once I've done that, I've then trapped little bubbles of that alcohol ink under some glasses. So I've just used various sizes and thicknesses of little glasses that I had lying around the house, just sort of shot glasses and things. And I've left those in place until the alcohol that's outside the glasses has dried. To get a smaller bubble effect, I dip a clean paintbrush into the alcohol and splatter it on top of the dried ink. It gives you a tiny little bubble effect in the background. Then I'll start to remove these glasses and just neaten up the effect that's underneath, and you'll start to see a bubble effect is starting to form. I'll again use a clean paintbrush dipped in the alcohol just to tidy up the sort of areas that I don't like. The alcohol will lift up any of the ink that I'm not happy with, and also to create a reflection on what will look as if they are bubbles. So I want to create a sort of a mirror reflection by just swiping with the clean alcohol to create a white area inside that bubble. On screen you'll see that I'm using an old alcohol ink blending pen dipped in the alcohol ink just to try and pick up again some more of that ink. It doesn't actually work very well, better with a paintbrush. So there I have my background cut file. This is the Circles background cut file from November 2020. I've been meaning to use this cut file for ages. My little boy is, well, he's a bubble aficionado. He collects bubble machines. He's got about 10. So this was his latest one. And so I'm just scrapping some pictures with that. So this cut file reminded me of those bubbles. So I'm going to stick that down using glue onto my background. So I've decided to use Cocoa Vanilla Studios Sunkiss collection, and I'm using one of the pattern papers, the sort of green and blue ombre effect paper, just to create a border around the sort of edges of my cut file on my background. I've gutted the inside of that paper so I don't waste any of it because it is a gorgeous patterned paper. I'm going to start adding my title. My title is May You Never Outgrow Bubbles. So hopefully he's always playful enough to want to play with his bubbles, and I've just used various alphas in my alpha stash, just the ones that suited the colours in the layout. So I'm going to add a few embellishments from this Sunkiss collection, but not too many. I really wanted the background to be the focal point where the eye is drawn. I really wanted to focus on that sort of bubble effect. So I just add a couple of flowers. I didn't really have much left in the way of blue or green. I've probably already used them. So I decided to add in a little bit of yellow from that collection. Such a pretty collection and really summery, and yeah, it's got some beautiful blues and greens in there, but unfortunately I've used them. So I'm just sort of fidgeting where I want to put my title and where I want to add some embellishments. Pretty much the finished layout. Thanks so much for joining me. I really love playing with those alcohol inks, and that bubble effect is a really cool way to just create lovely unique background, and it just suits this cut file perfectly, doesn't it? So yeah, have a little go. See you next time. Bye.